And she started doing some things, and due to the way other people reacted to what she was doing, it helped her. And I said this to every person that left the house. I said all of you gave her the win if she wins, because
I agree.
Because as it's an all-star game, we've seen different types of strategies, and I don't know why people still do this where they isolate somebody. Once you isolate somebody, especially so early in the game, human beings, and especially Nigerians, especially the generation we live in, they have a mentality of if a group of people are oppressing one person, that one person is our hero. It's the underdog mentality.
True.
There were top dogs going for her.
True.
Tolani Badge, CeCe, Alex,
I don't
Angel.
know. I don't know that they were going for her unprovoked though.
No, whether
Not
provoked
unprovoked.
or unprovoked.
Yeah.
I'm saying that those individuals who are seasoned veterans in the game should have played the game better.
I agree that the house, all of us, not just...
If you guys just treated her
we
like
all
the little
gave-
kid in the house, she would have left the game early. Facts.
I think her storyline was meant to play out the way it played out.
Facts.
She's blessed, she's lucky, everything worked in her favor.
Did you feel betrayed by Libai when she went to apologize to Venita without talking to you? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back. Why are you laughing, bro? Don't
Because
mess up
your energy is
Ladies
too
and gentlemen,
much.
boys and girls, we're back. I'm
It's
gonna need
too
you to tell
much.
your mom, to tell your dad, to tell your uncle, to tell your grandma, to tell your little brother, wake up. Yeah, you're grounded, but wake up. You ain't gonna be sleeping today because we talking to DD. I'm gonna get
The
into that.
queen.
But tell them to tell the dog to go to the post office, to lick it, stamp it, and you know we're moving from Anambra to Ondo State. And tell them that Sabi Radio is live. And we have DD in the building. If you don't know who DD is, I'm talking about Doyin David.
Don't worry, they know. I'm sure they know who I am.
No one knows.
I'm sure they know.
Why do you...
You know. You know.
I love this girl. First of all, people need to understand that this is my homie from day one. And I was sad when you were in the house. I was happy and sad at the same time because I'm always in her house chilling, disturbing her, and I had no one to go to.
Oh,
nobody. And
I'm
it
sure
made
you
me
missed
sad.
me.
And I was happy
Don't
for
worry,
her
I
because...
missed you too. I missed you too.
Don't.
It's okay.
Anyhow, guys, I'm trying to put her on the map, trying to make her popular again.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
basically the Taylor Swift, Travis Kelsey moment. Baby girl, how are you doing?
I'm very well. I'm good. How are you doing?
I miss you.
Go away. Leave me alone.
Oh my God. No, you were doing like I said before. I told you this when you came out of the house.
Yeah.
You impressed me.
Oh, thank you.
You played the game as it should have. But the thing about it is that you were not even playing a game. You were
Exactly.
yourself.
Exactly. You know me and you know I was myself.
And I don't know whether it was God, the prayers you were praying before you entered the house, but yourself worked for you in this season and not in your season. Did you notice that?
I mean, well, on my season, I was myself, but I was a lot more, controlled. I was very cautioned. I was trying to be careful. So, yeah, I can see how people would relate more with who I was on this season.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So when you came out of the house, did you feel like, obviously you stayed longer?
Did I? No, actually.
You stayed longer this
No,
time.
actually, I just had more of an impact this time.
No, you stayed longer.
No, I did not.
What?
On my season, I stayed 8 weeks. I left at the beginning of the 9th week. On this season, I left at the
How long
beginning
was
of
your
the 8th
season?
week. 10 weeks also.
Stop.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you just had it. Wow. That is crazy.
I just brought the Doyin David energy this season. That's all.
And
So
I'm
it
happy
looked like
for
I
that.
stayed longer.
You won head of
Thank you.
house. Tell us about that. How
I
did it feel?
did. I was so
How long
happy.
were you gonna stay? Be honest. I know you're.
I wasn't gonna
hard
let
man.
go. I wasn't gonna let go. Even if he didn't want to calm down, I would have stayed till whenever I couldn't stay anymore. And at the time that we ended it, I still had energy.
Do you feel like that moment was more? First of all, you guys added a lot of drama. It's that was too much drama. You guys
I'm
need to
telling
be
you,
natural.
I was thinking during that game, I'm like, you know what, we need to give them something good for TV.
I
I'm like, when I watch this type of thing, I want to see somebody there, doing some negotiation. Are you gonna leave this thing for me? If I was there for the HOH, that final HOH one by one, I would have given them good TV. Trust me, I would have given them some,
So basically, they messed up by
They did. They should kept me in
Yeah,
the
multi-choice, what
house.
you doing, bro? You should have rigged the votes a little bit, you know? Like, come on
No,
now.
they should rig the vote.
Facts! But I'll support it.
I'm not gonna say anything
I
to
support
that.
it.
No, I'm not
I
gonna say
support it.
anything.
Bring it back. But anyhow, I knew you were not going to let go. But
Right.
the question I want to ask you is, who do you think was advantageous to that moment? Was it more Cross or you?
Who do I think was
Like who
advantageous to
who
the
do you think
moment?
got the most out of that moment? Cross or you?
I think me, of course. I think me.
Because you won head of
But
house?
yeah, not just because I won, because to the housemates, you know, they always like look down on me in terms of like physical stuff. Like they
Yeah.
would think, oh, before we started, Ike had already said, Doyin, sorry, oh, you're not gonna last. You get so I think, you know, I showed them a side to me that they didn't really know existed. And also even the viewers, I'm sure there are a lot of people that would have thought, oh no, Doyin can't do this. So I think I gained a lot more from that moment than he did.
So after you just went head of house, you just went on the whole. You all better know me, and you even told what's his name, Shomzi. He was like, bro, he's not even winning head of house. What was that about? Oh,
Who did I say that to?
You told that to Shomzi.
Yeah, Shomzi. I said that to him because I knew it was a fake housemate, and you know,
How did you know he was a fake
I
housemate?
suspected
When they all came in?
from when they came in, I actually said it to Baye. I'm like, I feel like they're fake. I said to Angel too. I suspected that they were fake. So I was like, and normally, you know, the fake housemates, they never win
Yeah,
HOH.
so you thought Big Brother
Yeah,
not
so I
allow
thought
them.
they would. And also the way he was even playing, say if I was right. He was playing like he didn't want to win.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
So we've already touched on your former season, Level Up. A little happened there. And everybody was like, yo, Doyin and ADEKUNLE in one house again.
Right.
Especially after they just had their whole saga in their season. Fresh. Very fresh. You were the bigger person, I felt, because you came out like you always do to apologize.
Right. What do you mean like you always do?
Because because Doyin, you bring the heat and you just quench it by yourself.
Yeah.
And it's going well for you, and you're just like, no, it's too hot, it's too hot. Let me pour some water.
No, it's not because it's too
Why?
hot. It's not because, see, let me tell you. I'm the type of person that I'm never too big to say I'm sorry when I know that I fucked up.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So, I mean, well, I'm not speaking about ADEKUNLE's zone. I mean,
Yeah.
I apologized on the show because
Yeah.
I felt like, you know,
Did you just want there to be peace? Is that why you did that?
I wanted to clear my conscience. I didn't really care if there was peace between me and him or not. I just wanted to clear my
Yeah,
conscience.
because y'all didn't
you
still
know,
get along. Like y'all weren't like talking in the house or anything.
I was cool with him.
Fair.
I don't know if he was cool with me or not, but I had nothing against him this season.
Okay.
But for me, the apology was, you know what? It was a good moment to say, oh, okay, maybe I said some things that were a bit too far during the reunion. The
Okay.
mom thing, just the mom thing. To be honest, I don't think there's any
I mean,
other thing
I
that
have my
said.
views of that. I told you already, but okay.
There's nothing else that I said that I feel sorry about, but just that mom thing,
Okay.
you know, was something that I kind of felt some type of way
Yeah.
about. I wanted to clear. Yeah,
So just speaking on clearing the air.
yeah.
In DD fashion, like you said, you made an impact in this house, and I've congratulated you on that.
Thank you.
And I feel like DD would be in Big Brother's history for clips, best clips, and I mean internationally. When I say history, I
Oh
mean
my
UK,
goodness.
America, everywhere. The way you left the show, I don't think anybody has left the show that way. You left the show. You told a specific person. Her name starts with V.
Just call her name.
Venita. You looked her in the
Yeah.
eye and said what you had to say. And you were like, damn what she thinks. I said my mind. I said what I said. I talked my talk. And I kept it pushing. And I told you that is going to be historic. Like, probably millions of views on YouTube.
Oh, wow.
Are you going to take back anything you said?
Absolutely not. Absolutely. There's nothing that I said to her that I regret till this day. And I've had so much time to like process it
I'm happy.
and think about it.
This
I don't
new
intend to take
DD.
anything back. I don't intend to take anything back, no.
As you should. Like, I felt what you said was the truth. But
I mean-
people just, I feel like we live in a very emotional era where when people hear certain words, they get triggered. But look at the context of what was said. And it was facts. You was defending a person you thought was your friend. And because she was also in the level up season with you, you felt a camaraderie to support her and you felt she should do the same with you.
Yeah.
And you saw that video and emotions just went high.
Yeah.
And I just felt like you thought in that type of situation, your friend was being bullied, her back was against the wall.
Yeah.
And you saw all these people and how they let it happen. And you reacted a way any friend would.
Yeah.
And you also said, in the situation that will happen, how would you feel if your kid was in that situation? Which I feel, and I've always said it, once you bring life into this world, twice, not once, twice, there's certain emotions that come to you naturally. And I noticed that with an amazing woman who was on our podcast earlier, Bam Bam. There were certain things that Bam Bam was saying on the Sunday show, even the way she responded to people, that you could tell she's been in a new stage in her life compared to the old Bam Bam of her season.
Yeah.
She thought more, caring, everything about that. And I don't blame you for questioning her in that sense of how can you allow this happen to a fellow woman when you have been through that type of situations. It shouldn't happen. It's uncalled for.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, it's a game.
I understand that it's a game thing. That's something that we all say every time in the house. Everybody says it's a game, but it is still our real life. That was still our reality for a period of time. I don't think that our humanity should be completely thrown out of the window just because we're playing a game. I couldn't have watched that kind of situation play out in front of me and I would not say anything. Even if it wasn't Baye in the situation, even if it was Venita herself, whose clothes was being trashed, I would have said something to whoever was doing it. Because when I watched that, I was just like, this shouldn't even be happening.
Yeah. You don't
There's
stand
no
for
reason
bullying.
why, exactly. There's no reason why anybody should have thought they should do that. And there's no reason why anybody should have sat there and watched that happen without saying something. So that's how I felt in the moment. And that's how I still feel to this day.
So speaking on still on Libaye and Venita, did you feel betrayed by Libaye when she went to apologize to Venita without talking to you? Be honest. I've told you my heart about that.
I mean, there was a conversation in the house where I called her and I was like, I just saw you hugging and kicking with this person.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I felt some type of way because I felt like, I stood for you. I fought your
I put my
battle.
neck out for you.
Yeah. And then I'm seeing you kicking caca with that person. Coming out of the house now, I've seen that, what she was actually doing was asking Venita to stop insulting me. But I didn't think she had to do that. Jigga, like she didn't even have to go beg for me. I'm not the type of person
you
that
shouldn't
somebody
even have
has.
a conversation
Yeah,
with
she
her.
didn't. Yeah, she should have just let it be.
Like, my enemy is your enemy.
Not my enemy is
No,
your
no.
enemy. I wasn't even expecting her to
But
keep
I feel like
fighting.
in that situation, if I put my neck out for you because I felt a third party was attacking you and you're my friend, we're both beefing with this person now.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't need you, before you go reconcile with them, you should have a conversation with me. That's what I feel.
Maybe not even before. Maybe even if you've reconciled already, just let me know that, oh, what's up? Oh, I've gone to meet this person. Not just, kiki kakaing with that person.
Anybody should do it before. Because it will make you look silly.
Yeah.
Like you overreact.
I think what I felt was I felt stupid. I felt used. I felt like, you know what? I just did this thing and the person I did it for is even like, you know what? Don't fight my battle.
Yeah.
That type of thing. I just felt stupid.
Is that what made you distance yourself from her a little bit?
Yeah. I felt stupid. I felt used. And I felt like, you know what? My friendship wasn't being reciprocated. That's what I felt. And that was the reason I distanced myself in the house.
So just funny how we started that chronologically, because after that, I remember in the season, you, Neo, and Cross were in the bathroom. And all of you just had a realization that anybody is playing a game, and this is her game. Did you start seeing that after you dropped your friendship with her at that moment? Or did you always know that was her game?
Okay.
Because I won't lie, if you knew, you helped her.
If I knew, I helped her.
If you knew that was her game from the get-go, then you helped her.
You know what? Even till this day, none of us can categorically say that is her game or that's not her game. I think, of course, because I was upset with her, I started to analyze certain things that I wasn't analyzing before. And then I realized in the moment, in the house at the time, that, it felt like, I was being used a little bit. But you know what? I've come to realize now that I've come out of the show, we're on that show to play a game.
Sure.
Let's imagine, hypothetically, let's say she's even playing a game. That's what we're meant to do. we're meant to go into the house to play the game. I was only
So you think her
upset with
game is the
her.
pity card?
I don't know. I don't know if that's a game, to be honest. I don't know. But even if that is a game, she had no control over somebody trashing the clothes.
Facts.
She had no control over somebody coming to, you know, take a duvet from her and calling her a slut.
Facts.
She had no control over saying things, like saying, you know, things that were done to her in there.
I
So even
agree.
if that's her game,
I would agree.
She had no control over saying
everybody.
things.
This is why I told everybody. In the beginning, people were giving her too much credit. I felt Elebaye, and I'll say this to her face. When I get the chance to meet with her, she's an amazing person. But anytime I say this, people always feel like I'm attacking her. I'm not. I just speak the truth and I speak reality. In the beginning, coming into Big Brother All-Stars game, nobody really focused on Elebaye. Everybody thought Elebaye was going to be one of the first people to leave the house. And she started doing some things, and due to the way other people reacted to what she was doing, it helped her. And I said this to every person that left the house. I said all of you gave her the win if she wins, because
I agree.
Because as it's an all-star game, we've seen different types of strategies, and I don't know why people still do this where they isolate somebody. Once you isolate somebody, especially so early in the game, human beings, and especially Nigerians, especially the generation we live in, they have a mentality of if a group of people are oppressing one person, that one person is our hero. It's the underdog mentality.
True.
There were top dogs going for her.
True.
Tawny Badge, CeCe, Alex,
I don't
Angel.
know. I don't know that they were going for her unprovoked, though.
No, whether
Not
provoked
unprovoked.
or unprovoked.
Yeah.
I'm saying that those individuals who are seasoned veterans in the game should have played the game better.
I agree that the house, all of us, not just...
If you guys just treated her
we
like
all
a little
gave-
kid in the house, she would have left the game early. Facts.
I think her storyline was meant to play out the way it played out.
Facts.
She's blessed, she's lucky, everything worked in her favor.
So speaking on CeCe, what exactly did you tell CeCe about the housemates kissing your photo? Because I feel like that's a whole thing now. Like facts, I feel like that's a whole thing now. Everyone's kissing each other's photos.
No, I just said to her, make sure there are no fake kisses on my picture.
Yeah,
Just normal talk.
What lips
Just
were you
normal
talking
thoughts.
about?
I wasn't even referring to anybody, to be honest. I wasn't
So
referring
nobody
to
was in your head when you said that?
No, honestly, I was just talking. It was just talk.
How you and CeCe, are y'all cool?
Yeah, we're cool. I mean,
Y'all-
as of
y'all
the
had-
time we
y'all
left the
had a-
house,
yeah,
we
yeah.
were cool.
In the house, you're a bit feisty in the beginning now.
Yeah.
You're a bit feisty in the beginning.
No, you know,
became friends.
CeCe and I, because we're quite similar. I don't know if I'm to say we're similar.
I feel like you guys are a little bit similar.
Yeah,
'cause
we
you guys are very
we
like
are a
straight
bit
to the
similar.
point.
Yes,
Your
we
bullshit.
would fall out here and there. We would have our disagreements, but would settle. So yeah, to me we're cool. But I'll wait till she comes out to confirm.
Fair,
But
fair.
to me we're cool.
I feel like y'all will be cool outside. I feel like y'all are very like
Yeah,
cool as
I have no
chicks.
bad blood towards her at all.
Hey, sharp. We like
At
that.
all.
You and Kid Wire. That was a short plot line, let me say. Or we could say a long plot line in the season when all of you guys, at least while he lasted. What made you? I saw your reaction there a little bit. I'm not gonna ignore
What
that
reaction?
I said
What
it, they were
reaction? Oh my goodness, no, there was no reaction.
Yes,
but
there
continue.
was.
What's
What
your
made you
question?
admit you liked him in the house?
You know what? That's this one question that so many people have asked me.
She
I
just
don't
like
know
your
how to-
type.
No, I liked his personality. What the thing is this, I blame Big Brother for not showing all sides to everything that happened in the house. Kid and I we used to banter a lot. We used to just play around a lot and, joke around. And I liked that he didn't used to get offended by my jokes.
Yeah.
I did not know though that he used
a
to
lot of
talk
people didn't
badly
take your
about me.
jokes
Yeah, they didn't
as
take it
well,
well.
so
But you know the
it's the same
thing,
as
they didn't tell me that they were offended to my face. They would tell another
Other
housemate.
people.
And I wouldn't hear it. So I never knew that Kid was going around shit talking me. I didn't know that.
Wow.
I thought we were cool. So because every time we would interact, it would be banter. I would say things to him and he would say back to me. So I liked his personality. I thought we got along.
Okay. So
But
how do
coming
you feel
outside
about-
the house,
Yeah,
I
how
mean,
do you
I
feel?
can see that we didn't get along the way I thought we got along. Because he would always say bad things about me to people.
Wow.
I just thought he should have said it to my face. If he didn't like the joke, he should have said it to me.
Fair.
Jigga. If he thought I was an instigator, then he shouldn't have been so playful with me and so... Jigga, there's no way I think that you're a bad person. I'm kicking and cackling with you.
Say it to my face. I don't say
Yeah,
it
say
along.
it to my face or just keep your mouth shut. That type of thing.
Hey, Didi has
he
spoken.
didn't say it to my face, so I don't know his reason. He said it
Okay.
behind my back a lot, and it took me coming out of the house to realize that we were not that cool. Yeah, but it is what it is.
Okay, so what is your perception of him inside the house and him outside the house now?
I have no perception of him. I don't know. I don't think about him very much. I don't know. There's no perception. I just think he's kid-wise. I don't know. I haven't really thought about him, to be honest.
Sure.
I don't know.
Okay. So you and Alex, how are you and Alex,
I
man?
love Alex. I love Alex.
Do you feel like she instigated the fight with you and PERE by talking about the
No,
parents?
at all. I don't know why people say that thing. No. I think Alex at some point started realizing that, okay, it's like what this girl has been saying is true. She also noticed, because I had a conversation with her, that it was very easy for the housemates to dump things on my head. So she started seeing that and she was like, you know what, Doyin, if you were not lying about this thing, you need to say something. Because in the conversation they were having the night before, they all agreed that you were the liar and you were instigating and everything. So you have to, say something about it, except you were actually lying. I don't think she was instigating anything. I think she just wanted me to establish the fact that I wasn't lying.
Okay.
That's all.
Fair. Okay. Doing our fantastic
Yes.
podcast here is proudly sponsored by Pepsi.
Okay.
Pepsi is an amazing drink product that you guys should always get and should always be your first choice. When you're feeling hot, when you're feeling cool, when you're feeling comfortable, when you're feeling snoozy, when you're feeling cozy, and when you're feeling sexy, grab your Pepsi product. Lipton, Mirinda, Pepsi itself, 7-Up, Lipton iced tea, Lipton peach. Hey, Super Commando for energy. Do I need to say more? Grab your Pepsi.
You're so good.
Thank you so
You're really
much.
good.
So anyhow, these questions are from Pepsi.
Okay.
The Pepsi fans just want to know.
Okay.
Your fans want to know. Who's playing the best game in the house?
Who's-
Or who was playing the best game
Who
in
was
the house?
playing the best game?
Because maybe the person that you thought playing the best game in the house.
You know why that question would be difficult to answer? Because we're not sure if people are actually playing a game. The same way people thought I was playing a game and I wasn't. But if we're assuming that everybody in the house is playing a game,
Okay. Let's be on
I
that
would
assumption.
say the best game was played by either Ilebayo or ADEKUNLE.
I have to agree with you.
One of them. The
Not
two very
everybody, but
smart people.
Adekule. Adekule. I'm gonna shake that. I've said it. I shook his hand the first time I met him. I was like, "Bro, you're a freaking genius." Because Adekule in the
He's
house
very
is not
smart.
Adekule outside the house.
He's very
Adekule
smart.
outside the house is a whole cool individual. In the house, he's a dog, and I respect that because that's a man that knows the game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shake his hand again. Great strategy, great game. It worked out for him. I hope he does well in the future.
Amen.
And the second question from our Pepsi fans and your fans, of course, is what is your most memorable moment in the house? You had a lot.
My most memorable moment. I would
Showing
say
off
it
your
was
shades.
No,
We gonna
no,
talk
it
about
wasn't
that
even-
one later, but okay.
it wasn't even that.
And what shades are you wearing today?
Miracle, not mine.
Nice.
Not mine today.
Y'all,
not mine
let's
today.
talk
but
about that one in
yeah.
the comment section. Corporate America, look what you doing.
Oh my goodness. My most memorable moment. I think the first thing that comes to mind when they ask me that question is when CeCe stood up for me during the PERE issue, when she said, Doyin's not lying. Because that was something I always wanted in the house. I wanted a situation where someone would actually have my own back. And it wouldn't be just me fighting for people. So that really meant a lot to me.
And honestly, to that point, that's why I said you and CeCe will do so well, because I feel like CeCe was an individual who would stand up for the truth despite the fact that everybody's against it. And she didn't mind being the odd one out. She was confident in herself, just like you're confident in yourself. And that's why I feel like y'all had I saw so many similarities in y'all. Like, she was a one-woman army, you're a one-woman army. Like, y'all didn't care about what other people thought about y'all. Like, you're going to be true to yourself. As long as you can live with yourself, you're okay.
Sure.
So I messed with her. Y'all should be really good friends, man.
We'll see how that goes. We'll see.
Why did you call Messi sneaky?
Why did I call her sneaky? Because I thought she was sneaky at the time. Yeah.
Like sneaky in the game, or just like she's a sneaky person?
No. And honestly, you know what? I've come to realize that that's how a lot of people are. And maybe that's even the best way to get by in life. I just thought there were certain things that she would say to, behind my back that she wasn't saying to my face. And I didn't like that very much. And I confronted that in the house, actually. I had a conversation with her. I was like, why are you doing this? She's like, oh, no, that's not true. Da, 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 da. But that was how I felt in the house. And yeah.
Did she beg you to choose her as a BFF?
No, but she was like, oh, thank you for choosing me, because I was going to come and meet you anyways, because I didn't want to sleep downstairs. She didn't want to sleep in that room. But I was going to choose as a BFF anyways because she chose me on a regime. When she won, she chose me as a BFF. So I wanted to just reciprocate. So yeah, but she came to meet me and had a conversation with me about, I'm happy because I didn't even want to sleep downstairs. I didn't even, because I thought I was going to sleep there alone upstairs. She was like, oh yeah. And I'm like, yeah, sure, come
Who were the other
upstairs.
people you picked?
I picked Neil, Cross, and Kim.
Fair.
Yeah.
Good.
Bless you, bless you, bless
Thank
you.
you. Good choices. Would you have changed anything if you were still in the house, or if you had a chance to go back to the house?
I don't know that there's anything I would change. Okay, you know what? Maybe one thing is, at the time when I was mad at Elebai, I said a lot of shit about her. And that's just me. When I'm upset in the moment, I speak about how I'm feeling in the moment. Tomorrow I can change my mind. I might not feel that way anymore and, have a different, thought, and then I would express it again. So I think one thing I've learned is maybe I should, keep my mouth shut when I'm upset.
Who?
Yeah.
Did you think in that moment with you, CeCe, Alabai, do you think she was going to get disqualified the next day?
No, at all.
You didn't think so?
No. I didn't think she did enough to be
But
disqualified.
that's what Tasha got disqualified for. There was a whole...
Well, but with
Tasha
us,
wanted to sue and everything. She made a whole big deal out of it outside.
Yeah.
She's like, how did they not disqualify her? When they disqualify
I
me?
didn't think she did enough to be disqualified, to be honest. I think the people on the show that have done a lot more than Baye did, and they're not disqualified. So
Fair.
Yeah.
Who do you think is going to win the All-Stars? It's different from who you want to win.
Who do I think is going to win?
Who do you want to win?
I think it's between CeCe and Baye. To be honest, if CeCe wins or if Baye wins, I won't be mad. But
Would you say CeCe's your favorite housemate? Just real quick.
Baye is my favorite housemate.
Still?
Yeah.
Bro, you loyal, bro. It's
Baye is
scary.
my favorite housemate. I was mad at her in the house.
It's
but
scary how
I
loyal
still
you
liked
are,
her.
bro.
There were so many times that even when I was mad at her and I was talking shit, I was still talking to EK to return her coins. I was still not going to put her up.
I'll be very honest with you. I see so much of myself in you. I think that's why we're so
Are you loyal though?
I'm loyal to a fault.
Okay.
Even in my season, I told you, and I said
Yeah,
there were certain names
that's true.
that I said I would never say, even though they were saying my name. And Kosi was like, they're saying your name.
Yeah.
And I was loyal to a fault, but I guess it worked in our favor because the man upstairs respects loyalty. So I respect it. No, I honestly respect it. That's why what she
is very
did,
important. It's very important.
I respect it. Who's the most pretentious housemate?
Pretentious. I don't know. I can't answer that question.
Come on now. Yes,
I can't answer that question. Do you know why? Because I don't know them on the outside, so I don't know if they're pretending in the house.
Who do you think was pretending in the house?
I don't know, to be honest.
Do.
I don't know. I can't even answer. There's no name that is coming
You
to
don't
mind.
think somebody, okay, you didn't know them outside the house, but you have an idea of them. Like, you guys have an idea of each other.
I genuinely
Even though I know you personally don't go out.
I know you're trying to make me talk so that I give you something to
I'm not trying to make you talk. I just feel like there were certain people in that house that were clearly playing a game.
Who do you think? You tell.
Who do I have a loose smile, I'll say it.
Tell me, but you're stammering.
I don't think White Money was himself. I think he was a bit too quiet.
I think White Money was himself.
Nah,
that's White Money.
White Money is not that reserved.
I think it was.
He's not that reserved.
Himself.
I feel like he was overly reserved, which I told him to say it's messed up his game. Who else? Who else was not their self? Princess. I didn't even think she got a chance to be herself.
Exactly. I don't think she got a chance.
Who else?
You see, you're also finding it difficult to mention.
No, they're just Venita
I really don't
to a
know.
certain extent.
No,
I feel like Venita was itching for a fight in the beginning of the season.
No, I think she was herself.
You don't think she was digging, like trying to find fights excessively in the beginning of the season?
I wasn't paying attention to her, to be honest, in the beginning. I wasn't. I don't know.
Okay. Why do you feel like you're so misunderstood? Because I even told Kid Wire in our interview, I was like, I felt like you two both clashed because you're two misunderstood people.
Why do I think I'm so misunderstood? You know what? I don't think that I'm that misunderstood. I think that, when somebody is always saying the truth and when somebody is saying what everybody else is thinking, but they're too scared to say it, you would just attract enemies to yourself. It's not that people don't know that what you're saying is the truth. They know that is the truth. They're just not ready to accept the truth. That's just it. So, of course, you see that person that would say the truth and say what you all are thinking would always be the enemy. And that was just it for me. That was my situation.
Fair.
Yeah.
Doyin, DD, final question. And who other than Amatem Soft Gel, the leading malaria brand in Nigeria today, in West Africa, Hey, let's say in West Africa today, they're the game changers of the malaria world, trying to fight the good fight against malaria, especially during this rainy season. It's coming to an end. And Amatem Soft Gel is pride on being a game changer in the pharmaceutical industry. What does DD plan on changing after this All-Star season? What is the next step? How are you going to change the game?
How am I going to change the game? I don't think that there's anything that I plan to change, to be honest. I just plan to improve on things that I'm already doing. I mean, like I said, like you mentioned, my sunglasses line is going to continue. I'm just going to improve on the type of sunglasses that I'm going to be releasing, of course. And then my show,
Your clothing line?
that I'm thinking about. That might change, to be
Okay.
honest. I haven't really made up my mind about that department.
Okay.
But for my podcast, that is going to have a second season.
Hey, looking
Yes.
forward to that. Doyin's
Yeah.
Corner.
So, I mean, you people are not ready to see what the season
gonna
is
be a
going to
guest?
be about. I'll think about it. I'm not sure if you're worth it, but I'll think about it. I'm joking. See, you see, that's how I'll be joking, and they take me seriously. I'm joking.
People
guys.
don't get
I'm
you. Let me
This
tell you the
is my
secret with
sense of
Doyin. When she
humor.
cracks a joke, just stare at her teeth. Don't listen to what she says. Just stare at her teeth and just smile.
I just be playing, guys. I'm
Ladies
not a
and
good person.
gentlemen, DD, it's been an
Yeah.
honor. I'm happy that you're back, and I know you're bound for success.
Thank you.
Bound for
Amen.
success.
Amen.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Doyin, David, thank you so much for being on Sabi Radio Live.
Thank you for having me.
And we're out.
Bye. I would say the Lipton drink. Thank you. Because it's not too gaseous. I don't like a lot of gas. So it's very easy to drink and it tastes really nice. Yeah. I remember there was a particular day I felt like I was so drained. I needed some sugar rush, energy boost, and this was what did it for me, you know. Yeah, it gave me life and sunshine when I needed it in the house. So yeah, I'd say that.